Hello friends, welcome to Ramizo's platform. So let's get started this particular lecture. So as you have all know, so this is lecture number 1, chapter number 1, right? NCERT part 1. So this is for class 11. So welcome to this Ramizo's platform. So this is Ramizo's platform. So I shall discuss about chapter number 1 in this particular lecture, and this is lecture number 1, and I will be continuing this particular lecture in how much I can cover. Try to look this. And yes, before I start this lecture, I would like to clear a few points which are relevant for your examination, for board examination or IIT JEE or any competitive examination, NEET examination. The questions, questions were not asked in the previous examination, right? So this may be asked in the future examination. We can't say this will not be asked, right? So this may be asked in your examination. Yes, if you see previous year question paper related to this particular chapter, no questions were being asked in the previous examinations for in IIT or NEET or board, any other examination, right? So yes, questions were asked. If you see previous year question paper, for example, those who are preparing for IS examination, UPSC, CSC, yes, one or two questions which were asked in the previous examination in UPSC, right? So that's why this chapter is very important. And those who are preparing for medical engineering or any other competitive examination or board examination, this lecture is very important for them, right? So let's get started with this particular lecture. If you see chapter number 1, so chapter number 1 you will get physical world, right? This is physical world. How many topics we will have to cover in this particular chapter? Topic 1.1, what is physics, we'll have to cover. 1.2, scope and excitement of physics. 1.3, physics, technology and society. 1.4, fundamental forces in nature. And 1.5, nature of physical laws. It means that we'll have to cover 5 topics in this particular lecture, right? In this particular chapter. Yes, these topics have some subtopics which I would like to mention those in this particular slide. Look here, in the first topic, that is what is physics. In this particular topic, we'll have to study science, scientific method, physics, unification and reduction, right? After that, we'll get scope and excitement of physics. In this particular topic, we'll have to read macroscopic, microscopic and mesoscopic. B is scope of physics. C is excitement in physics. D is hypothesis, axioms and models. And in the topic number 3, that is 1.3, physics, technology and society, here we'll have to read what is technology. After that, what is the relation between physics and technology, and what is the relation among this physics, technology and society. And after that, in the topic fundamental forces in nature, in this particular topic we'll have to read gravitational force, electromagnetic force, strong nuclear force and weak nuclear force. After that, the last one, that is nature of physical laws. Here we'll have to read laws of conservation of energy, mass, momentum, charge, and number is universality of laws of conservation. Therefore, I have already mentioned all the topics and subtopics. Let's get started with this particular topic, what is physics, and with this particular subtopic. Okay, look here, as you all know, this is science, right? First of all, what is science and what is the introduction of this particular chapter? You will get this particular line, whatever I have written here, those you will get in your book NCERT, right? I will cover each and everything which are relevant for your examination and uh, which are already been written in your book. So look here, humans have always been humans have always been curious about the world around us. The night sky, with its bright celestial objects, has fascinated humans since time immemorial. The regular repetitions of the day and night, the annual cycle of seasons, the eclipse, the tides, the volcanoes, the rainbow have always been a source of wonder. This human endeavor led in course of time the modern science and technology. So, human being, those gradually improving each and everything, and they are doing study. For example, if you see this particular figure, you can notice here this particular figure, day night, right? Day night process and each and everything, whatever session, right? Those can be explained with the help of science, right? This is nothing but the physical phenomena which can be explained on the basis of a particular experiment. So this is all about this particular fact, but we will have to study what is science, right? So science, it is nothing but it has been originated from a Latin verb. This is a Latin verb, right? Scientia, that means science has been originated from a Latin verb scientia, and the meaning of this is nothing but to know. In the sense, you can say science is nothing but to know. Therefore, to know in the sense you will have to know something about it. In the second term, if you see Sanskrit word, you will get Vijnan, and another one is Arabic word, that is ilm. They convey same meaning, which is nothing but knowledge. So therefore, Vijnan and ilm, the meaning of that particular word Vijnan and ilm is knowledge, and those are Sanskrit and Arabic word. Therefore, in this particular slide, you have made clear the concept about, you have been made the concept about science, from where it has been originated, and what is the meaning of Vijnan and ilm. I have covered science in this particular slide. Therefore, in the next slide onward, I would like to move about scientific method. Look here, what is science and what is the so-called scientific method, right? Science is a systematic attempt to understand natural phenomena in as such detail and depth as possible, and use the knowledge so gain to predict, modify, and control phenomena. Systematic approach in the sense, if you see, scientific method involves several interconnected steps. Number one, systematic observation, controlled experiments, qualitative and quantitative reasoning, mathematical modeling, and last one is prediction and verification or falsification of theories. Look here. The first one, in the scientific method, you will get systematic observation. In this particular slide, you can notice one diagram. This is the person who is sitting under this particular tree, right? And suddenly you can see here, you're noticing something, right? Apple, which is falling, right? Which is falling from this particular tree, and he is noticing that particular fact. So this thing which is happening again and again, that is nothing but systematic observation. You will have to observe something. So I will explain all those with physical example. I will show all you in the next slide. First of all, I will see system. In the first diagram, you will get systematic observation. Next, you will get controlled experiment. Next, you will get qualitative and quantitative reasoning. Next, you will get mathematical modeling, and next, you will get prediction and verification or falsification of theories. Look in this particular slide. This is nothing but systematic observation which is happening, right? After that, what you have to do? Here you can see controlled experiment, right? For example, if you will throw this particular ball above, above your head, then what will happen? It will come to the ground again and again it will happen, right? This is called systematic observation. This is called controlled experiment. Next, look here. Here you can see here qualitative and quantitative reasoning. Here you can see this is one elephant, this is another elephant, but this is small in size. Therefore, this has higher mass compared to this. Therefore, this will experience a more force comparative to this, right? So therefore, this is the systematic observation, this is controlled experiment, and this is why it is happening. The cause, it is nothing but due to mass. And the next one, look here, this is mathematical modeling. Therefore, you will have to do some mathematical modeling. Therefore, that force, that means between the earth and that apple or any other object, it is nothing but m1 m2 divided by r square, where g is a constant. Therefore, this is one mathematical modeling. You can see in this particular slide. Right? So now, if there is no mass m1 and m2 0, then what will get? Force will also 0. Is it clear? Therefore, this force is responsible only because of mass. If there is no mass, then there is no force. In the sense, there is no mass in the sense there is no weight. It is because weight equal to mass into g, m into g, which means that mass into gravitation acceleration. If there is no mass, then you will not get weight there. So therefore, this force, which is nothing but gravitational force, this is responsible only because of mass. If there is no mass, then you will not get this force. So this is the cause of this particular fact, which was given by Sir Isaac Newton. Now look here, next, verification. Look here, prediction and verification or falsification of theories. Here you can see you can verify that theory. This is control experiment. After that, this is control experiment. This is systematic observation. This is the cause, I mean reason. This is the mathematical modeling, and last one, this is verification. Whether the law have already been given, right? This is the each and everything have already been done. After that, what you will have to do? You will have to verify this. So this is the sun and all the planets which are revolving around the sun. This is happening. There is no bonding among this, even though they are revolving around sun. Why? It is because only because of there should be a force, and that force is nothing but gravitational force, and which is only because of mass. So this is therefore this is the verification of thing. In this way, you will have to do first of all systematic observation. After, we'll have to perform control experiment. You'll have to mention the reason, right? Have to modeling the mathematics, and finally you have to verify it. It may be verified or may not be verified. Finally, in the last stage, it may be verified or it may not be verified. For example, velocity of light, velocity of sound, right? In the initial case, it was given by Sir Isaac Newton. It was wrong, and finally it was corrected by Laplace, right? So there are so many things we will study further lectures. Okay, so this is all about this particular what is science and scientific method. I have already mentioned all the steps. Next, look here. So I have already done this science and scientific method. Now we are here in physics. What is physics? You can notice this diagram also. This is nature, right? You can everyone know about it. So this is nothing but natural phenomena, rainbow, right? So physics is a basic discipline in category of natural science. This is one section of natural science, and chemistry and biology also include in this particular section, that is in natural science, right? And physics is one of that particular section, one of the section of this particular natural science. Now, what is physics? The word physics comes from a Greek word. You have to notice this particular term very carefully. Physics comes from a Greek word, and written as this, and this is read as physis, and which means nature. It means that this is the word which is nothing but Greek word, and this is read as physis, and the meaning of this word is nothing but nature. Therefore, physics is nothing but study of nature. This is the nature. You will have to study about this, which is nothing but physics. The study of nature is called physics, and these are the natural phenomena. You will have to find out why it is happening in this universe, in this world. That is the main focus area of this particular subject. And it's Sanskrit word equivalent to Bhautiki, that is used to refer to the study of a physical world. It means that in terms of Sanskrit, physics is called Bhautiki. So therefore, I have already given the idea of science, scientific method, and physics. Now we are here, number D, unification and reduction. Look here, unification in the sense you will have to unify something. What does it mean? It means that in physics we attempt to explain diverse physical phenomena in terms of a few concepts and laws. There are so many things which are happening in our society, in our universe, in our earth. We will have to explain this diverse physical phenomena in terms of a few concepts or laws. What does it mean? It means that there are so many facts which are happening. For example, you can notice this particular fact. This is happening only because of gravitational force. Again, all the planets are revolving around this particular sun only because of gravitational force. Look here, the concept and laws. The laws is gravitational force. Here again gravitational law. This is also responsible for gravitational law. This is also responsible for gravitational law. Therefore, what we can say, all the facts here you can notice two facts, both are related to gravitational laws. Therefore, diverse situation, these two facts can be explained by one laws. That is nothing but unification. For example, the same laws of gravitation given by Newton, Describe the fall of an apple to the ground, the motion of the moon around the earth, and the motion of the planets around the sun. Gravitational law, this was the law. Yes, I had already mentioned in the last slides. So F equal to G1 G2 G m1 m2 divided by r square, right? So this is the force which is responsible this fact and this fact also. Both the facts can be explained with this particular law. So that is why that is called unification. We can explain each and every fact. We'll have to explain each and every fact in terms of a few concepts and laws. That is called unification of physics. Another one is you will get reduction. Reduction in the sense a related effort is to derive the properties of a bigger, more complex system from the properties and interactions of its constituent simpler parts. This approach is called reductionism and is at the heart of physics. It means that reduction, unification I have already told in the last slide. In this particular slide, you will get reduction. Reduction in the sense the complex situation you will have to involve in this situation and you have to go inside and inside of that particular fact. For example, in this particular diagram, you can see this is one glass which is filled with water and this is the fact, another fact. Yes, I will explain this. Look here, this is the glass. For example, this have been heated and after that this is the condition of this particular glass. Waters are in this situation. But this can be explained by the laws of, here you will get macroscopic quantities like temperature, internal energy, entropy, right? And this is the bulk system. This bulk system and the quantities are associated with this particular system is temperature, internal energy, entropy, and this is including in this thermodynamics. But if you want to know about the basic fact inside this, what is happening in this part, water molecules are present here, atoms and molecules are present here. What is happening inside this particular fact? This is the outer portion. This is bulk system. But if you want to go inside of this, then you will look this type of pattern. What does it mean? It means that the water molecules which are vibrating only because of heat. Whenever you will apply heat, the velocity of those particle, molecule, atom will increase and they will vibrate and vibration will increase continuously and they will collide with the walls and each other, then finally it will heat up. So this is the situation. Look here, there are two diagrams you can notice here. There are two pictures which you are noticing here. Number one is this and number two is this. This is the bulk system, right, which is related to thermodynamics, energy, internal energy, entropy, temperature. But this section, if you want to know about in depth, then you will have to go inside, then you can notice this is the fact, and which you will have to study in kinetic energy of molecules of system and constitution of bulk system. It is particular temperature was seen in the related to the average kinetic energy of the molecule, right? And this is nothing but this is studied in statistical mechanics and also in kinetic theory. Therefore this system is related to thermodynamics and this system is related to statistical mechanics and kinetic theory. Therefore initially you have known about this fact and now you have to go inside of this fact and you will notice this. Therefore reduction in the sense, initially you will have to look this and finally you have to go inside of that depth. Reduction in the sense, go inside and inside of that fact what is happening. That is the main agenda. Therefore I have already explained all the facts, right? So this section have already been finished. So this is all about this particular lecture. In the next lecture onward I will start from this. Okay, so thank you. We will meet in the next class. Bye bye.